Hey, Coach Ethan Atchley, congratulations on the big win again tonight. You defeat a Class 3A school tonight in Nassau County.
Yeah, it was a good team win. We had a lot of things going on both sides of the ball. We took care of business, for a good portion of the game defensively. Seeing an offense that you just don't see very often. And so, for us to be able to play, pretty much 95% run and know that you just got to buck up and stop them and hope you can get them to punt and get them into long yardage situations. For the most part throughout the night, we did a pretty good job. Gave up one late, but for the most part gave up two throughout the night and little plays here and there that just kind of gashed us. And we'll get better at that stuff as we go along here and, get ready for the district. But offensively, putting up another 50-some points, it's good to know that we've got a lot of talent, got a lot of players that can make plays. You saw us spread the ball around, multiple kids scoring again tonight, and both quarterbacks again playing good games. So it's a very positive thing to see, a good team win yet again. So this one's over. We got to push on and know that we got to get ready for Walton Verona next year. We were in the same spot last year, being 4-0, and we really got to have a good week of practice and focus for going up north to Walton Verona. They got to play a good brand of football. Everybody knows throughout the state, Northern Kentucky teams are always tough. They're always fundamentally sound and disciplined. And Coach Barth does a great job with that group up there too. So they got a couple good players as well each year that are going to just do what they do. So.
I thought you guys played not only great offense tonight, but your defense. I mean, they had a lot of game tackles, it seemed like, in this game. Just a lot of pushbacks there, and just an outstanding job by the defense.
Yeah, it was, again, like I said, a good team win where the defense was able to, really put some stops to people. We had a couple of big fourth down stops that were huge to get us the ball back, and we were able to capitalize and go score. So, it's what you're looking for out of your defense. Your job is to get the ball back, keep people out of the end zone, and get the ball back to your offense, and the offense's job is to take care of the football and go score. And, neither or happens every time. We all know that. But I've talked to our boys, a lot about, some of the stats and everything. And the biggest thing is just get off the field. If we give up, 300 yards versus 200 yards and we can get the ball back, a difference of 4 times or 3 times, then I'm all about that as opposed to giving up 200 versus 300. A lot of times yards, are indicative of how well a defense is playing. But, we've done a much better job in terms of points per possession as people get the football, getting the ball back, whether it be off a turnover or making a punt. So we're excited about some improvements we made defensively. We had a great sophomore that's been playing a lot of JV and some varsity special teams. Caleb Bolton played phenomenally well, stepping in tonight as we had 2 starters out. So he's going to continue to get some reps, and we've told these boys all the time, it's always an opportunity to make a statement no matter how many plays you get. We'll play the best players out there, and the more that can help, the deeper we are, the better we are, and injury bug's always part of it. Everybody's got it. Everybody gets nicked up, banged up, and whoever can go, can go. And we'll put the 11 out there that are most healthy and can make plays for us. And Caleb Bolton did a phenomenal job for us tonight on the defensive side.
I thought some of the younger players too. I mean, we've seen a freshman in there, Darius. Just an excellent punt return tonight. Got some extra yardage, but this whole team on the sidelines, I think that's really what's key. Is you guys got team chemistry, but everybody on the sidelines for everybody that's on the team.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's been really good is our 2 quarterback system that we've been playing. They're forced to, cheer for one another as they stand on the sidelines as we rotate them around. And so some of our team is kind of fed off that. So that's been a good leadership role for Braden and Logan to get in, in order to encourage one another, high-fiving each other as we come off the field and score, and, supporting each other when we may, make mistakes. So that's one of the biggest things, as you start to gel as a team, as the games go on, weeks go on. You're going to face some adversity. We faced a little bit, here as we've gone through the first 4 in a scrimmage, but we're getting ready to face more. We're getting ready to, really get into the meat of the schedule and district coming up, and so we've got to pick apart, what the things, we're going to be good at, our strengths and our weaknesses, and throw some things out that just aren't really doing a great job for us. So we'll get there, but seeing more and more kids step up and encourage one another as we go has been incredibly great to see as a coach. Something we preach as a staff, and these kids are really gelling as we move forward in a lot of areas. But again, still a bunch of stuff to work on, and we'll get better and work through it.
Well, Coach, we're starting a tradition here on PrepSpin where the winning coach on our game of the week gets that Mingua beef jerky, and Coach, you were able to get that win tonight, and you get that Mingua beef jerky to take home.
I love it, man. I love me some beef jerky, so I appreciate them supporting PrepSpin and LCA football.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Good win.
Thank you.